Good morning to the Sunday Self-Care Show. Grab your coffee and settle in. Hello, 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 everybody. Sunday Self-Care. Grab your coffee and settle in. Let us send the show on the road. Let us send these little notes to everybody. Come and join us. It is the Sunday Self-Care Show. Let us see what we can do with it. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Sunday Self-Care. Good morning, Sunday Self-Care. Hi, Yuko. Good morning. We are ready to do this. I am ready. Are you ready? It is an amazing show. Today is Sunday Self-Care. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Hold on, let me just see this. There you go. Here you are. Can you see me?
Of course I can. Hi, Dawn. Good morning.
Happy
Good morning,
Self-Care
Dawn.
Sunday, Dawn.
Happy Sunday Self-Care, Dawn.
Morning.
Good morning, everybody. Let me draw my coffee closer to me so I can get it. I have.
Laura, happy Self-Care Sunday.
Good morning, Laura. Happy Self-Care Sunday. Come on, guys. It's Sunday Self-Care.
Happy
Do like
Self-Care
me. Grab
Sunday.
your coffee.
Yep, grab your
settle
coffee.
In. Get ready for the ride. I have a creamy coffee as usual.
Creamy and frothy.
Yeah, creamy and frothy. See? Hi, Colin. Good morning. Welcome to the Sunday Self-Care Show. Grab your coffee and settle in. Come on.
Yep. Good morning, my favorite people. Thank you so much, Ryan. Is it for Tessa? For some reason, my screen is a bit darker, but you can see me well, right?
Yeah, well, you know what? Maybe you should check your brightness. I always check my brightness in the morning.
Phone?
Yeah, on the phone. Go to brightness and move it to the right.
Oh, okay. How do I do that? Okay, I might disappear for a few seconds. Okay,
yeah,
I'm gonna go
so
setting.
Go to
setting,
system.
Right?
Go to system.
Hold on, maybe here. Hold on.
And look for brightness in systems, and slide it to the right. Brightness and display, something like that.
A little bit better, maybe.
Go all the way to the end. Go to the end. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that is a lot better. See? Always, every morning, check it because at night the phone goes to the middle.
Oh, yeah, I think so. That's bright enough.
It should be bright. You have to be bright.
What? Because you are so bright.
Well, then you have to be brighter. That is the point.
I don't know. I don't know. It's very hard
some of you here will enjoy
brighter
it.
Than Tessa.
Some of you here will enjoy this because I wrote something, but it's funny. I hope I don't kill this thing. I couldn't find it on it.
No problem.
So on Friday, I told Colleen, because she's the only person that laughs at all my jokes.
Yes.
And I told her, hello, one of your friends.
Hi,
so
Yoko-san.
Before we start, I need to tell you about my joke.
All right.
On Friday, I had a situation. Yeah.
All right.
So I wrote about it, a little bit about it. I'll read it to you.
All right.
And it mightn't be grammatically right because it's just written. I call it in the space of time when the feeling knocks. In the space of time, the feeling knocks, and the opening in the mind becomes receptive when the feeling knocks. The question remains, how often does the feeling of consciousness become awareness? What happened on Friday, February 23rd, 2024, about 3:30 p.m. impacted my life at the moment it happened. Feeling for a cup of coffee on that cold Friday afternoon, I went to the kitchen to make myself a cup. I went in, opened the cabinet where coffee mugs are kept, and opened both doors looking for a mug. There I stood while my mind did the talking to itself. Which mug should I use for my afternoon coffee? My mind kept saying while my eyes scanned the entire cabinet shelves. Having coffee in the mid-afternoon is not a habit of mine. The weather seemed to call for a cup of creamy coffee, so I indulged. After a few minutes, I settled on a slim white textured mug about 8 inches tall. Walking to the Tiger water heater, add hot water to warm the mug so that the coffee stays hot and does not get lukewarm. The opening with the connection between what I did and the calm, tranquil part of my life surfaced in the knowledge that the biggest decision I made today was to decide what was the perfect cup for my unusual afternoon coffee. This launched into my mind like an epiphany or was it eureka? At that moment, I began laughing. I was laughing so hard because I suddenly realized the biggest choice you had to make today, biggest decision, was to choose a cup to make coffee. And the only person who's as dumb as me is Colleen, my friend of 150 years. So you have to think of when something like that happens. There I am, standing, I want a cup of coffee, my creamy coffee, and heading to the cabinet, and I'm standing there, which mug? Which mug? You know,
that was
my
biggest.
And then all I realized when I chose the mug, I said, holy shit, the biggest decision I made today was standing for minutes in front, hi Marina, to choose a cup to make coffee. And I said, what a life. What a
I
life.
know, what a blessing, Tessa.
I
That
know,
was the
but
biggest problem on Friday.
I don't know. When I called Colin, she started laughing because she understands exactly what I meant. And I think when we get into that time of our life, when we are calm, we're tranquil, we're receptive, we let life do its thing. Yes, life is good because I am to have a choice. That is my decision for the day. I cannot remember what other decisions I made all day Friday. I can't remember any except choosing a cup. So welcome to the Sunday Self-Care Show. Grab your
that
cup.
was a really, but that was really amazing, Tessa, because we all have the similar moment, right? We worry about the one thing that sometimes I just like, okay, which butter should I buy? I have to buy this one, that one. That was the biggest problem on Sunday, grocery store. And then I had to laugh.
You have to
laugh
because you're thinking, that's your first world problem. That is the first world problem you're experiencing.
And we all do that, though. We all do that.
But the lesson is that we must realize we just have to keep going with life. Just it is not making it a problem is not the answer.
No. And then we just gotta make a choice, make a decision which butter I have to buy. Otherwise, I'm gonna feel stuck.
And Marina said, "Hi, you're not even
go for it."
Hi, Kia. Hi, everybody. Welcome. We were just having a moment, and I had to share with you guys my moment. But let me tell you, if you are here, grab your coffee and sit down. Make yourself comfortable and get into the action, because today's Sunday Self-Care Show is going to rock your boat
very much.
And remember to be in the moment. I call this thing time or whatever, but it's the moment that matters. So let's do this.
Let's do this.
Let's do this. Yuko is going to tell you what we're doing.
Yes. Before that,
I'm not a Libra. I know, and neither is Yuko.
No. Let me get ready. See, this is how serious I am. I dress a little bit different. Like I got my pearl, necklace out.
You're sexy.
Everything out, sexy, but it looks a little bit sophisticated. And I even brought my. There you go. I'll give you a list.
Boy, you're out to impress today. You dress for success today.
Of course. Because today is very important topic, right? Okay. Important topic for you guys. That's why I kind of just like a little bit of a,
And I
Miss Yuko.
Dressed like I'm going to a party.
I can see that. But we both wearing red or bright pink lipstick. So
yes, that's true. Yeah. I was talking to Kylie this morning, and Kylie made me laugh. She goes, so what are you talking about today? I said, I can't tell you, the topic is never told before.
I know, I have to keep it secret. Otherwise
then she said to me, well, you can tell them about spa day, because today I'm having a spa day. I'm having my nails done, and I'm having a treatment for my hair, and a long bath, and she's going on. I said, okay, I'll tell them about your spa day.
I wonder where she get idea from.
I have no idea. It must be from Colleen.
I wonder. Maybe. Okay, today we are going to talk about financial self-care. Very
Oh,
important.
Who is that person calling me at this time of the morning?
I don't know. I don't think they're your followers. Hi, Isla. Do we have to pause?
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. Are you crazy?
Okay.
I'm sure that sounds like
Okay, you don't
somebody
need to
is
answer, right?
lost.
Okay.
Hey,
Why?
and don't disappear because you heard financial stuff. Stay there. It's
Yes.
not. It's not
It's
quite
not
like that.
like, no, it's not like, you know what? You have to put so many percentage of RSP
It's
or
not that.
anything
It's
income. No,
not
it's
that.
not like
It's
that.
not. It's
Okay.
not that.
It's not
So
that.
so
So
hold
it's
on.
like,
Hold on.
yes, hold
Oh,
on.
good. Good morning.
So
Hello. Good
why
morning.
we do need
Good morning,
to have a show
Ezra.
is a financial self-care is it helping you encourage, right? Encourage you to start taking better care of your financial. So you can take
Hi,
care
Maria.
of better for yourself, your mental health, and then well-being. That's what we're gonna tie it into it. So Tessa is a professional, professional.
But I like to spend money.
Yes, yes, I learned from Tessa too. It is important to
Ezra,
spend money something you love. Make sure life fulfilled. I
yeah.
learned, which
You
is
know
like
what, Ezra?
me.
Let's look at Ezra. I hear finance,
Yeah,
and no, I'm staying.
this you will really enjoy, Ezra, right? And Tessa taught me how it's so important for me to keep buying wines. Okay, so financially, and then so I can feel good, right? Feel good. So it really helps. So I know she has. We kind of break down into three big ones, but she can expand it. She can help you out to give a better or more idea about it. So is it okay to talk about start from like what maybe start one, two? We have three tips.
Okay, so
The big three tips, but
let me give you guys an opening
yes,
because this financial self-care
yes,
is about financial feeling.
feeling, yes,
Okay,
feeling
it's
is so
financial
important.
feeling, how you feel when you make your financial decisions, how you feel.
Yes.
And that is taking care of my financial is taking care of a treat today, circles and squares for matcha latte. I know I love matcha
Oh,
latte.
matcha
Go ahead. So
latte.
it's
Oh,
all
Marina,
about your
I can
feeling.
taste it.
Okay, financial money is not a cure for everything. As much as you want to make millions, we all do.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, it's not a cure.
Nope.
Financial
Okay.
freedom
All
is to
right.
give you the choices to have experiences that you would not have if you didn't have the money. So
Mm.
listen and just try to get the feeling out of it. Last night, Vanessa went out maybe around 6 or 7 to Shoppers or somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And she came back and she said there were so many homeless people for some reason, all around. And even the cop was there. And that is not normal for that area. But it is so cold that she said, one lady said to her, "Do you have a blanket in your car?"
Mm-hmm.
Then another he said, "Can you give me some money?" And of course, very seldom you have coins or money in your wallet these days. She said,
That's
"No,
true.
I,
Yes.
I haven't got money, but what do you want?" He
Mm-hmm.
said, "I would love something to eat." She's at Shoppers, a loaf of bread,
Yep.
a finger of peanut butter, and there was a
Mm-hmm.
little bottle of jam next to it. She bought it.
Yep.
No, I'm not telling you that because she did that. I'm telling you, those people, they didn't have the money. They don't have the money. And that is what you have to realize. Money comes with a feeling.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel
Yeah.
when you have it? So remember that it's not about, it's what how money makes you feel, what money makes you do. So go ahead, Nico.
Okay. So number one. Thank you so much for a great example too. As I was listening, and then like it's horrible if you don't have a money, a place to stay, or buy a
Well,
blanket. It's
your
just like,
experience with that lady was amazing that you shared on the
oh,
live on Friday.
yes, yes.
Same thing.
Oh, thank you so much. Yes, yes. The feeling is so important. Feeling is
It's
so important.
feeling.
Yeah. So, number one, right? Financial self care to make you feel better for well being, like everything. And then auto saving. It's simple, but it really works. Once you take an action, right? And then just keep saving it to take action, auto saving. That was the most simple things, but most effective things that I learned from Tessa, right?
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
So let me take it a little further.
Please.
When Yuko used the word simple thing, small thing, that is exactly what she is using. That is, take it exactly as you heard it. There is when you start to build your future with a saving is one brick at a time, one small action at a time. Consistently, you want to build a wall, you must put one brick down and another brick down. And that's what she's talking about.
Mm-hmm.
There is no percentage. When somebody says to you, oh, you must always save 10% of your income.
Yeah,
I'm not
that's
saying
the famous one. Yeah.
I'm not saying that's wrong. But for you, is 10% too much?
Some people, they said, oh my gosh, I can't afford to save 10%.
No.
Yes, I've heard some people say
yeah,
that.
And
so what should we do?
And some people can afford to save 30%. So what I do with this, when I teach it, when I encourage you, I want you to understand the action will make you feel good. Make you feel good. Somebody, from my 5 pillars of prosperity, somebody wrote a foreword for me. And in the foreword, she said, when she told me to go do this financial thing that I had never thought of, I did it at that time. And she said, when September came, August came, I had money to buy clothes for my children for school. I didn't have to worry about how am I buying new clothes for the fall. Then she said, by the time Christmas come, I was like a wild woman. I heard her say, empty your Christmas account and spend it. You saved it for Christmas, spend it. She did it.
I wonder how did she feel about that, right?
That's what she said. She said, for the first time, when I came home, she said, I just plunked in the chin. I go, oh my God, that's a miracle. In all my life, she said, 10, 15, my eldest daughter is 20. I never experienced something like that.
No, because I think every time before Christmas comes, I'm sure she felt sick in her stomach, or she started to have a headache because, like, what should I do? Her body squeezed, right? Like, just like.
But the children were giving her a Christmas list, and she said she was in a knot. But she said this year, she said, okay, you have 20 things on your list. You're going to get the biggest one because she had the money. Choose it.
I can imagine she felt so good.
She started with in January. For her, it was $50 every 2 weeks.
$50 every 2 weeks.
50.
50. Okay.
No, and that is, and she just happened to have that. When you Ezra said that was like our feeling when we were on vacation. She went, she did that.
She went there. Yeah.
Yeah. So now let us look.
Yeah.
Let us look at what I am saying. I want you to, if you have a pen, you can do the math. If you have a calculator, do the math. Yeah. I believe, and that's a belief, and it's hard to do, and it's not attainable for many of us. The first hour you work every day should be saved. So if you're making, even if you have an annual salary, you're making $60,000 a year.
Yeah.
I want you to take your $60,000 and divide it, because it's $60,000 gross income, and divide it by 52 weeks. So you break down how much you work in a week. Okay? And listen, bear with me, because we're coming to the feeling. Then you take that number and you divide it by the amount of hours you work in a week. So if you have a 37.5 hour or 40-hour week, you do that. Now that number is what you can aim to save every week, every day. Let's say it's $20. That means for 5 days, you have to save $100 a week. No, this is not attainable. I know that for a lot of people. So what I ask you to do is now take that $20, divide it by 2. And you say, Tessa-Marie, I can't save $10 a day. Divide it by 5. Divide it again. And you bring it down. You bring it down until you come to $1.75 a week or something like that, $1.50 a week. Hi, Christina, welcome. And if you can just do $1.75 every week, and that's all you can do not look down on it.
So we shouldn't think like it's $1.75 cannot do anything.
Yeah, but you have 52 weeks in the year. So now you
like
take $1.75 and times 52. And you get a number you didn't have last December. You didn't have any savings.
Yes. Yeah.
So that is the idea. But you can build it up. You can say, okay, I can do $2 a day. What about $2 a day? That is $14 a week. You do $14 a week times 52 weeks, and it's up to you. So when you say to me, Tessa-Marie, I got a raise at work, and it was $2. I said, what did you do with it?
Yeah. Some people they upgrade their life.
No, they don't. They leave it in the checking account, and your checking account is like a strainer, a sieve.
Yes.
Everything just goes through.
Upgrade their lives. Like just splurge.
But then that $14 you saved all week at Christmas, you look at the bottle of wine at the store, at the liquor store, and you go, shit, I want that $30 bottle of wine. I'm going to buy it. I saved for it.
Yes.
And that's the feeling.
What a nice feeling.
The feeling. Is it like Ezra said when she was on vacation, she went with her vacation account. I remember telling us last year in January, her ticket was paid for her Christmas vacation.
That's amazing.
Because she had that.
Yeah.
And you went to Japan, and when your mother wanted to buy souvenirs for her friend, you said before, whenever you went, your stomach would be in a knot, that when you put the card in the machine, whether they would be sufficient. And then you said, when she said, can I have, you said, sure, knock yourself out. Yeah. What a feeling that was.
I felt so good. And then and then my mom's smile. I just go nuts. Or buy whatever you want in here.
And she's just why did that happen? Yeah. Why did that happen? What was the beginning of that journey? Tell people financial feeling can save your life. That is self-care, to have a feeling that, hey, I can pay this bill today. Tell them how you felt, what you had to do, and how you felt.
Yeah, well, that's very important. The reason I felt so good, like that, my mom asked me, so can I buy this for my neighbor too? And then old me, I will probably say, do you really need that? Why don't you just buy only just for family? We can't afford it. I'm sure she put a sad face and put the stuff away, but I won't feel bad. But the last trip I did, because I listened to Tessa, I took action, like vacation account, auto saving every 2 weeks, starting to compound. I would like to use more than accumulate, compound the money.
Yes.
So I had enough money sitting there. And I just, the moment I told my mom that, go nuts, Mom, you can buy the stuff for your neighbor, she was so happy. Yes. She was so happy.
And but that is
and I feel happy too. I felt happy too.
How much was when you started doing the vacation account? How much money did you put in every 2 weeks?
I started about $40.
$40.
Yeah, I started $40 every 2 weeks.
Let me tell you something.
Yes.
When I started saving at the age of 22, married already, finished school, university, everything, there I am. $1.75 a week. That's all we could save.
It's only $1.
$1.75. And one day I put on the board at a seminar I was giving 3.50 bi-weekly, and one of the students said, Miss, that is the wrong amount. Your decimal point is in the wrong place. I say, hell no, it's not. It's not.
1.75.
Yes, one. That is it. But where I'm standing talking to you today, if I didn't start with that $1.75, I would not be in this house I am in today. It's the same house.
You have a beautiful house. You have my dream
kitchen.
What I'm
trying to say to you, what I'm implementing, what I'm pushing you, what I'm telling you to do is to start a small savings.
Yes.
Do not go and save $20 a week. If at the end of the week you're taking out, all you have left is $5. When I coach you and I say to you, hi, right, when you're saving money and you're saving You come to me and say, oh, Tessa-Marie, I said 200 when I'm coaching. I say, oh, that's nice. But I never say no. You shouldn't have. I wait for the 2 weeks later when they show up. Oh, Tessa-Marie, I say, how is the savings going? Well, man, you know, I had to take some money off, so all I have left is 20. So then I say, okay, you have your answer. You go now and you go automatically $20 every payday. No more than that. And that works because they can afford it. So do not do percentage. Do what you can afford. And you is the feeling. How you said how you felt. I know how
I still
felt.
remember the feeling. Right?
You know?
That was
So,
more than a year ago. I still remember. Every time I talk about it, I still remember the feeling too.
okay.
So that's very important.
It is
Thank you so much.
important to understand that financial self-care gives you freedom. It takes away stress. It from your brain, your body. You don't have to worry. Oh, the bill, my visa bill, it's a birthday. It's Mother's Day, and I have not even $1 to buy my mother some flowers.
I
Come
understand.
on.
Yeah,
What
because
about flowers and a cake and a bottle of wine because you saved for it and your saving was $5 a week and you started since January of 2023.
That's true. Yeah,
Do the
saving
math.
small.
Do the math. It accumulates and it compounds. You need to build a wall with one brick at a time and feel good and say, oh, I'm so good. I'm so happy I can do this. That is the feeling. 2024 is feeling, all about feeling.
This is big. And as I said, it is an amazing feeling. Total freedom. Yeah, I felt free. What a nice feeling.
When you do everything small incremental steps.
You gotta
you do not
keep
have
doing
to
it.
So it's so big that you cannot even keep up with it. It makes no sense. Okay, number 2.
Before I go to number 2,
okay.
I create a quote.
Okay,
my own quote that Tessa really loved it. Okay, English is a second language to me, but I create the quote that Tessa that's really good. So I really want to share with you.
Okay.
So the quote is, money grows as long as a system set up. That's it.
Money grows as long as what?
As long as a system set up.
Oh, yeah.
You set up the system.
She said it. So let me explain. I remember that. Money grows as long as there is a system that is set up. That's what she said.
Thank you so much.
Your money will grow if you have a system, an automatic system. Do not trust yourself to put $20 a pay into your savings account because nobody in the world trusts us to pay them.
You know what?
The last person we pay is ourselves. Do it automatically. Yes. The phone company wants to go in your account. The gas company wants to go in your account. The government tells your boss, send me the income tax because I cannot trust that employee of yours to pay me. So do not trust yourself. Do it automatic. And listen, even if it's $5 a week, your bank wants your $5 because that $5 is what they put together to give somebody a mortgage. And you may say it's not, but $10 million $5 is not $5 anymore, is it? They will pay you 1 cent on your account, but they charge the mortgage person 6%. So they need your $5. The bank does not print money. They use the money we get, we give them to make more money. So make them work for you for free. Make them do it automatically.
Yeah, it's easy setup and online you can do it, right? And then Marina said,
they do.
Marina, the government, yes, the government. Oh, sorry, sorry to cut you off.
Go ahead. No.
Okay, I'll read Marina's comment too. The government these days has their hands too deep down in our pockets, really deep down. Yes,
they do.
Yeah,
they do. Look at the other day they told us we had to pay 10.5 or how many percentage in property tax. That's it.
Very much. And then Mariella says fact. Yes, that's
so what you have to remember is do things for yourself so you feel better.
Yep.
So you sit down and you can close your eyes and know, holy shit, I can pay this.
And then it's I totally agree with you, Tessa. There are so many times I have failed. Then I just you know what? When I do have a money, and maybe after, when I do have a money, I will put $200. And then those day never comes So just to set up automatically.
Yeah,
right?
for $10, $10, $5. I started it for $1.75, and the poor little white-haired old lady did not look at me and say, "Hey, little black person, you cannot do that." She was happy at the employees' credit union to take my $1.75.
That's super. That's nice.
Yeah,
That's
she
really
didn't
nice.
have a choice. I told her that's what I'm sitting there eating my sandwich and drinking my soup with a hot dog in it while she's doing all the work. But I got it done.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so let's look at
It is
number
possible.
2.
Number 2. Okay. Cancel subscriptions. I'm sure I'm sure I wouldn't say everyone, but most of us, we pay subscription. We don't even notice, like, oh, I pay for that one. And I remember Tessa talked about one day that there's a lady, she didn't even notice, but the subscription, and it was like more than $1,000.
I can believe.
I can't believe. So sometimes you have to review your bank account or whatever, just like, oh, I no longer need this subscription. I will cancel.
Okay.
I think that's very important.
So
yes,
that's fine. I like where you took a breath, because that gives me the opportunity to come in. Thank you, Yuko, for that breath.
You're welcome.
Cancel the subscription. Okay. Nowadays, here's the Q card or whatever they call it, this Q code or whatever that thing. Click it, and you don't know you're paying for a subscription. And what we are telling you is, nowadays, because it's point and click, check your subscriptions with Apple, with whatever, Amazon, with all these things. Because a $10 subscription here and a $5 subscription here and another $5 here, all of that comes together is $20 worth of subscription. 20 times 12 just is not a lot of money, but it is money that is yours. No, I am happy we told you to check your subscription.
Yeah,
but
very important.
I want you to do this. Please, this is important. Remember this. So, Yuko did that. She had premium subscription on YouTube. And she was so proud of herself, she canceled it. My son said to me, "Oh, I don't mind pushing and canceling the ads and all of that." So I listened to the conversation and I canceled it. I said, "Oh, that's nice." And then I said to her, "What did you do with the money?" And she went silent. And she said, "What do you mean?" I said, "Well, if you were paying them $22 a month, where did that money go? Now that you took it away from them, what did you do with it?" "Oh, well, it is in my checking account, down and down." And I said, "Well,"
money
said, "your
disappeared for
checking
something.
account is like a bottomless pit."
That's it. Checking account.
There's no bottom. Nothing stays in that account.
No,
when we work at the bank, myself and Colleen, we used to call it the automatic transfer account, because it's ATS. Anything in the checking account goes out. Nobody can keep track of that account. It's one crazy account. What I mean by that is the account where your paycheck goes in. Everybody's handing it, automatically transferring all your money out. So when
she put account,
when she put that 25 or whatever it was in there, I asked her, "What did you do with it?" She said, "I don't know."
Just like, what? Yeah.
And then I said to her, "Well, if you took it away from them, then you should keep it for yourself." I said, "You were paying for it for years, and now it's yours. Yes. Where is it? You might as well left it to them." And then I said to her, "I'm going to put a note on my calendar to remind you to make sure you do that." And then you take on, what did you do? What did you
after
do?
that, I changed to my vacation account. I auto saving.
You auto saving. So she added it to the vacation account.
Yeah.
So maybe for
that's my
you,
priority.
$20 a month is not a lot, but she was so. Now tell me, how much money is every 2 weeks that goes to your vacation account?
My vacation account? Oh my gosh. Okay, so now $80 every 2 weeks,
and then with 40.
Yeah, start 40. And then also when Tessa send me a money, that goes to my vacation account too.
So there you go.
So it's crazy. So you know what? One day, okay, here's
saying.
Yes, but here's the things. It's like one day the other day I saw my account, right? The online. I just like, why my vacation account growing like crazy? I forgot about it. Like I hold on savings actually.
Yeah,
The
because
money goes.
you forget about it. You forget
Yes.
about it
Forget
because you're doing it
about
all
it.
the time.
Yes.
So I want you guys to, again, Yuko took her $80. That's all she said. She started with 40 and now she's at
Oh,
80.
she's doing math, everyone.
I'm not doing math. I'm looking for
No.
something. I should maybe do some
Yeah.
math. So take that $80 of Yuko is
Okay.
every 2 weeks and multiply it by 26 for me, please. And thank you, every brilliant human being that's here today.
I cannot do it. I'm from Japan, but I failed math. So please do it for me, please. That's why I moved to Canada. I failed math in
so you could
Japan.
pass math. So let's do that. So I haven't seen an answer.
No.
So Ryan is an
Yeah.
accountant extraordinaire. 20.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's $80 times 26 equals, let's see how much that
Oh,
is.
Ezra got the number.
Okay, Ezra
2080.
got it. So this is what Yuko will save in a year.
My gosh.
Just with $80. But remember, she gets some money from me and she has to calculate it differently.
Yes.
That's a lot, but it only started with $80 every 2 weeks. It's $40 every week. That doesn't mean you have to start. Yuko did not start at 80. She ended up being at 80. Mm-hmm. What happened? She used the subscription she canceled and she's using it. So you were all gung-ho in January and you joined the gym. How has that been working for you? When last were you at the gym? Are you still paying for that gym membership you know you will not use? So that is why you have to make sure that you start your savings constantly little. Cancel these subscriptions.
Yeah.
But make sure when you cancel it, you do boom. A tip for you. Mm-hmm. The gym people, these membership people at the gym, they're tricky. Yeah. If you cancel a gym membership, make sure you go from 0 to 100. Tell me anything from that company, 0 to 100. Stop the payment. Tell your bank to stop the payment.
Okay.
If you say the exact amount, you know what they do? When I was working there, they would change the $39.95 to $39.97 or 96 or $39. The computer does not see anything except what it's put in front of it. But if you put any amount debited from my account from 0 to 100 for that company or whatever, that's when they will not be able to go back and take your money. So when you're doing things, do it properly. These tips we're giving you is so that you feel good about yourself. Look at $2,080 a year by just doing it have it automatically. And when you lose your job or something comes and it's more expensive than last week or the week before, do not stop your savings.
No. A lot of people, they do stop saving.
Yeah, they stop. As soon as there's a hiccup in their finance, they stop their savings.
Yeah.
That is telling me you say, I am not worth a shit. And when you, that is why my people that I coach and work with, I make them do a sustainable spending plan. We don't even use the word budget. Because when you grab the word budget, you feel like
she doesn't like the word budget.
No, I don't like the word budget. It makes you restricted. All you think about is like being on a diet. What can I cannot have that. And like my cousin and I go to a show and I said, look at this other show coming, let's go. I cannot go. You know I'm on a budget. I said, you're on a what? Budget. And her whole body went into a knot. A budget tells you everything you cannot have. And what about it? Yes, and thank you, Marina. And what about a budget is worse? They put you savings at the bottom is the last thing. Yeah. It's like you being at the bottom.
Not a priority.
You are not. No, they do not put you up there. So on a sustainable spending plan, you are up there before mortgage and eating and everything else. That doesn't mean it's a huge account. It could only be $50 you can save every month. 50 into vacation, 10 into vacation, 10 into Christmas account, 10 into your retirement account, 10 into your house saving account, 10 towards your car maintenance account. But it's at the top. So it has a good place. It's at the top. We all want to climb the top.
So that's why it's better to use good word like sustainable, not budget.
Not budget. Okay, those like, Kathleen, Nadi, a whole bunch of the ladies and men I coach, they are on a sustainable financial spending plan. I didn't take spending out of it.
We did the seminar. I remember that. Sustainable.
And there you are. I did that seminar a couple of times. I have to do it in March. This financial sustainable spending plan. What it does to you is this. When COVID hit, they had money scattered in these different accounts. And nobody could go on vacation. But people couldn't go to work. So most of my people, if not all of them, they didn't need government handout. They went and they grabbed money from vacation and this and put it to pay bills, and they took from Christmas and took it to pay bill. The car maintenance was there, but the car wasn't being used. You understand? That is what sustainable does. You can shift it. Some people saved to buy a house, and then this opportunity came to buy a home. And they would say, Tessa-Marie, there's a condo and I need 10,000 more. I said, well, you have money all over. Let's see how much you have in your different accounts. Put it together, boom, down payment for her condo. So this is what sustainable means. You have the money, you shift it a little here and a little here. And it's self-care, the satisfaction of being 30 years old, single woman, working in the city and able to buy your condo because you started saving $20 a week when you were 25. And here you are. That is self-care, financial self-care.
I'm sure you see through your work, through helping a lot of people, by helping a lot of people, you saw so many of your clients actually, after you just like, you know what, let's work with it. You got the money together and you have the money and they feel their smile. And they're so happy.
It is. I have two young men that are married today. Both their mothers are my friends. They send them to me. They both happen to be Patrick. And the mother said, Patrick is coming to see you because that boy is wasting too much money. And he came in and one of them, the other one was in my house since he was 2. So that's the one I call my adopted son. With red hair and hazel eyes. The other one has blonde hair and brown eyes. So anyway, so he shows up. And first thing, my mom said, I have to be here and you have to teach me about my money business. I said, that's fine. He said, but you are not taking my marijuana money away. I go, I don't want it. What am I doing with it? So I said, I'm not taking anything. I don't want your money. I'm just going to open the door and you can walk in. And when you walk in, I'm equipping you to make the right decision. That's my job. I don't care what you do. I'm going to give you the things you need. So $50 what he's putting in his RSP, $50 here. I said, okay. And you're making almost $4,000 a month. Well, I said, what is that? $1,600 towards marijuana and the munchies that come with the marijuana. I go, whoa. Okay, I didn't say anything else. So I said, so now I'm going, how much money are you going to allow me to guide you to save? And these are the 3 categories you need to buy.
Question. That's a good question.
You need to buy a house. You need to have money to buy gifts for that girlfriend and your mother, your sister. And then I'm going on like this. And, you know, take 150. Say fine. So I took 150 and he's coming every 2 weeks. So we're doing this and I'm watching his spending. And then one day he said to me, I have made a decision. I go, He said, can you take more? I said, I'm not taking it. You're going to go to the bank and tell them what you want. So then I showed him, brought it up. 18 months later,
what happened?
His house. 18 months, his girlfriend came. 18 months later, they bought their home in Oshawa.
Only took 18 months?
They had the income. When you're spending almost $1,700 a month on marijuana and whatever, he wasn't paying rent. He was living at home. She wasn't paying rent. She was living at home. I went to their wedding. They paid for the wedding. They bought a house. And now they bought a bigger house in Bowmanville and have 2 children. When I phoned to congratulate him about the kids, he said, it's you that did it. I didn't. I guided. But it's a feeling. He was like 25 when he bought that house. The other one will be paying off his house next year. He was 26. You know, so
Very
that is what,
successful.
and he's not, and he will not even be 40, and his house will be paid off, and the value has gone up.
Wow. Wow.
You know, his mother said to me, the other Patrick, tell Patrick to do some construction, fix some things in the house. And she kept telling me that. And then I said, why are you telling me that? She said, he will not do it unless you say to do it. I said, I cannot do that. And she said, why can't you? I said, I told him to save and pay down the mortgage. I cannot go now telling him, you know, go borrow money to fix the kitchen. You have two robust boys that are kicking cupboards all over the place. I said, no, I'm not doing that. She said, well, that house needs to be fixed. And so I said, Patrick, you have a problem. He said, my parents are telling me to get a line of credit on the house and fix it. And I am saying to them, no, I want the mortgage paid. Then I will use that mortgage payment and I will renovate it. By the time these boys are older, my house will be fine. He said, there's nothing wrong with the house. It's just that she wants us to upstream.
Looks nice, right? She wants her. Yeah. I think it's usually it's the way is, okay, get a line of credit.
Yeah.
We use the money to fix the kitchen.
Yeah, but it's another mortgage. It's a mortgage. It's a fancy word. A line of credit is the old-fashioned.
And you pay interest.
Second mortgage.
Line of
It's
credit, right? You
it's like you pay off your house and you're giving it to the bank again. You're giving it to the bank again. You used to say, okay, you know what? I paid you off, but take my house. And the older you get, the harder it is to get out of that mess.
Oh, very much. I would imagine, yeah.
So anyway, that was number two, but we went
number two.
Like this with it.
Thank you so much for, thank you so much. And then Ryan said, it's a lot of good tips. I think he put a comment.
Yeah, he said.
There are all very good tips. Thank you so much.
I like what
number three.
Marina said, budget and diet should be words, but it should not be words of anybody's vocabulary. Not
diet? Oh, interesting. I never thought about diet.
Asian words, Marina said they are. You know.
Oh my God.
Okay, so let's do number three.
Number three is, this is like Tessa and I, our favorite too. Our favorite. I'm sure some of you guys didn't like it. House search. I'm sure you do have. See, I got ready for this. I'm sure you do have 20 bags of pasta, 15 cans of soup, 15 bags of ramen noodles. One more. Or 20 cans of tuna from Costco. Right? Why you need to buy more?
Yeah, you know what they'll say to me? But Tessa-Marie, you don't understand. It was on sale. I go, what?
Yeah.
I said, so then my slogan is, because it's on sale, that doesn't mean you have to buy it. That's what you have to remember. My husband.
But it was like $4 cheaper.
All these things. And then, do you need to have 5 bags of rice? You cannot even use those things as a pillow in Canada. It's against the law.
But I'm an immigrant. I need to buy rice.
Yeah, do you need 10 bags?
But my mom, she used to have 10 bags of rice. So I have to listen to my mom.
Yeah, and flour and everything. and don't go into the medicine cabinet. Do not go into the makeup area. You'll never come out of there.
Oh, no.
So
we just strictly do the food.
Yeah, that's just it. My husband works for Loblaws.
Yes.
And then my friend was talking, she has to rush to get something on sale. And he said, you know, could you tell your friend Alfia that in 2 weeks, Loblaws will have the same thing on sale. Walmart will have it on sale. And I said, I tell him. What he was saying is that you have to realize that the same manufacturer that manufactures all this thing wants every store to get it. And if they give a store $20 off on something, they want it. And it doesn't matter what you think. I need to put something in people's head. They make pennies on groceries. Pennies. The supermarkets do not make millions on the groceries, as people say. You know how they make money?
How?
The manufacturers, Unico and Kraft and all these people, they buy, hello, Magic, Mr. Letter from France.
Oh,
What they do, they buy shelf space. They pay. So all the things in the supermarket you see, that is at eye level, those companies, those manufacturers, they pay for that place. They pay shelf space. That is really where those companies make money.
Shelf space.
So the things at the bottom might be just as good.
Yes.
But the company is not paying for you to not have to bend down to get it. So you have to
it's usually right here
at supermarket number 1 today.
Yes.
In another week, it will be at supermarket number 2. And because all these things are produced or imported by the same manufacturers, and every company wants to get a break, because you come into the store because you want to buy pasta on sale. And you're going to say, you know what, I might as well get this and get that. They know that. They have a name for that. It is called a loss leader. They lose on something to get you to come in. And when you come in, you buy what they don't care. Walking to a supermarket without a grocery list is like going to war and leaving your gun at home. It's simple. You cannot fight. You have no gun.
And Marina said, that's why I never go to Costco without the list and only allow myself to go off the list for 1 or 2 items.
Well, I need to go to Costco. And I go to Costco, I use to get points. My daughter Vanessa said to me, oh, we haven't got dishwashing liquid. I said, you know what? I'm going next week. So if it will last, what we have there is last. And she said, I said, no. I said, I am not going to shop until after my billing date, because I shop with my credit card to get points.
Yes.
But you have to know when your bill was created. All of
gotta pay
that
attention.
You see, yes. So on your bill, on the left-hand top left corner, in smaller print, this statement is from January 27th to February 25th or 26th, whatever the date is. Your best time to use your credit card to shop is after your billing date has been created. So if it is created tomorrow, knock yourself out Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I give myself 6 days. And then I get what I want. Everything else, unless it is medication to save a life, can wait.
Yes. So like laundry soap or like, extra bag of pasta and those ones. You gotta pay attention.
It's self-care to take care of your money, to make sure you feel good. What happens when you do this? You have 7 weeks before the bill is due. People do not understand that. When you shop after for 10 days, if you want, after your billing date, your bill is not due until 7 weeks from now. If you are employed.
That's really good.
And you get paid every 2 weeks. You spent $1,000 on your credit card. You take that $1,000, divide it by 3, and every payday, that amount of money goes towards the credit card. And by the time the actual bill shows up, you have paid it up and you never pay interest. So you have to be aware of when you're spending money, just like you have to be aware of how you're saving your money. You have to be aware. It's not a big rainfall that fills the bucket or soaks the ground for the farmer. It's the constant, small, deliberated rain that's not heavy. It doesn't pull the soil away. Same thing with saving. And what you
Very important.
Use your credit card at the right time. Know when to use it. And
so we gotta check it out.
The
small print. I mean, not the small print. The numbers. The billing date.
The billing date. The date your bill was created.
Yep.
That after that date you shop. You have to know it. I used to write it on a piece of paper and have it in my wallet, just so when I'm going to shop.
So you know, right?
Yes, I know my window.
I can go this 7 days window.
Yes, if you're paid bi-weekly, everything you pay for should be paid bi-weekly. Everything. And when you start it, there are 2 months in the year when you have 3 payments. you get paid 3 times in the year. No, 3 times in a month, in twice a year. So there are 2 months, there's 3 paydays for bi-weekly people. That is when you incorporate paying the bills bi-weekly, because you can do it 3 times. You split that bill, send them the money, or leave it in the checking account if they're the one dipping in and take it. So you always have money. You're never saying, I'm waiting for next payday to do this. And that is what we teach you, the sustainable spending plan. That is what it's all about.
It's a horrible feeling that I don't have money to pay this. It's a horrible feeling.
Yeah, but we always do. It's just that we do not know how to manage it, and they're not teaching it, and they do.
No,
and really,
I never be taught. Actually, I never be taught, and I never be taught at school. My parents didn't teach me, right? So I didn't know. Like, but we got a credit card and just like, oh, it's a magic plastic card.
Yeah.
No discipline. No discipline.
No. So, but you see, when you guys heard that we were talking about financial self-care, that's what we mean. Putting things financially in place to give you the feeling of, I can relax. I can really go on that vacation. And when you're coming home from that vacation, you will not have to say, I don't know how I'm going to make the payment on that credit card. Because you know fully well you've been on your vacation and the money's in the vacation account and you knock it off.
Yeah. I know some people, after the vacation, year after the vacation, they're still paying.
Which years? Years. It takes years.
Yes. And more money because of interest.
Yes. Interest on the interest on the interest. So Marina said most parents don't teach financial. It should be taught in school. Well, you know, in school, I do financial literacy at the school sometimes, and we do it for free. The bank used to send us to do it, and I still go when they ask me to go. The school's called. Parents hide it from children. And I was at Canadian Tire, and there was a family in front of me.
Okay.
And the children picked up stuff. And then the parents looked back. I'm right there behind them. And she said to them, put it back. We cannot afford this. We're not buying this. It's not what we came for. And they kept saying, please. And the little boy said, why don't you just put it on the credit card? You put everything on the credit card anyway. Instead of holding him by both his ears and taking him to the car, she goes to me and she goes, children. And I'm looking at him thinking, lady, he would never get to be 10. I just, you know what I mean? So the parents, like you said, they do not know. And let me tell you, I have some news. And if there are teachers here, they can say what they want. From my experience at the bank, and if Colin is close here and she would say it, the 2 worst people in the world to manage money in Ontario, Canada, are teachers and nurses. You know why? Teachers nurses. And nurses. They cannot fill out a form if it's not to do with medical or education. They will say to you, I have a great pension. Have you ever heard of the Ontario Teachers Pension? It's true. It is a great pension, but it has there's things missing. So they don't take care of their money because they know they have a pension to fall back on. So they would, I have to teach some of my friends, and I have one that was paying a mortgage. I said, what are you still doing with this mortgage? Oh, well, it will pay off sooner or later. I said, do you want me to do some maths with you? Maria said, yep, it's true. Nurses and teachers are not good with managing money. How can you get them to teach people how to manage money? Come on.
Oh, yeah, makes sense. You know what? I remember when parking lot, a school, nice cars, really expensive cars, teachers.
Oh yes, right? They love they do it. And my friend, when she retired, oh my God, I have to pay $400, $500 a month towards my benefit. I said, you didn't know that. I said, didn't you know when you retire with your big and they want $600 from you for your benefits? So
that's why so you are saying that
to the doctor or whatever you need. I said, you didn't know that. You know.
That's why you're saying teachers cannot teach kids.
No, they can teach you everything else, but not finance. And neither can nurses.
Well,
My friend, I have a
Tessa,
friend
you
that,
gotta go there
yeah,
again more
I have
often.
a friend that when I told one of our girls to send
Yeah.
one of the boys that, and the mother said, "Oh, Patrick is going to buy his house," and she said, "Why is he buying a house? He's only in his 20s." So the mother said, Tessa-Marie said to tell him it's time he buys a house. He, and then, so she replied, I was there. And she said, so because Tessa-Marie said he should buy a house, he's going to buy a house? So I said, yes, because I am his financial planner. And I said, you know what, my darling, you are a nurse. I cannot teach you how to put I cannot teach you how, I cannot put a needle in somebody's bottom to give them an injection. And you cannot tell the person what to do with $1. And what I do with $1 is much better than what you do with $1. And I agree, I cannot become a nurse. I see blood and I run the other way.
You faint.
I do. Even on TV, I'm like this until it's over.
Yeah.
So when I said
Yes,
that to her, she
makes
said,
sense.
you're right. She said, you're
Yes.
right. That's all she could say, you're right. Because she
Yeah.
knew that.
Well, yeah, I totally agree with you because simply I listened, what, 3-4 years ago, your advice. Here I am. I have enough money for vacation. My mom was happy, right?
But
Just
even
simply listening and take action.
a little action.
Little
You don't have to save,
action.
you don't have to save large amounts.
No, you didn't teach me, you got to save $2,000
No, I
if you want to go to
didn't say
Japan.
that.
She did
I never
never say
said
that.
that.
No,
I
no.
expect it to grow gradually, bring it up a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more every year.
Mm-hmm.
What annoys me
Mm-hmm.
is when you said to me, Tessa-Marie, all I got was a 2% raise. I said, well, what did you do with it? And there's no answer. No answer. It's like,
Just like me one day.
home.
Yes, when you had, okay, what did you do with, you canceled the subscription.
Yeah.
You had extra $20. What did you do with it? I just like, I don't know.
You have to,
Oh,
you see,
that was me.
let me tell you, and you
Yes.
guys can quote that and remember that money
Yes.
has to be harnessed. It's like a wild galloping horse. If you do not harness your money, it will just go.
Mm-hmm.
Money that is harnessed gives you financial freedom. Financial freedom gives you a feeling of success, a good feeling. You can just lie there and feel it. You can just
enjoy it. Yes.
Hi, Nancy. So that is one of the things, financial self-care is important. It's all about feeling. And those of you that missed my epiphany on Friday afternoon, or my eureka moment on Friday afternoon, enjoy it if you can hear it.
Yes,
And so,
that was the beginning of our show. So
yeah, it was the beginning.
Just
I talked about it, and it was a fabulous experience. So listen to it. It's at the beginning. But saying I can't afford is something terrible to teach children. I hear that so often. I agree with you, Marina. Most parents don't teach it. They don't. And that word, not even to children, thanks, Kia, for telling me you got gems. When you speak about money and you say, I am broke, broke is something that's destroyed. Yeah. It's broken.
And then I am broke. Right?
That is an affirmation. And you wonder why. And you wonder why your life isn't changing. Oh, Tessa-Marie, I'm affirmation, I'm manifesting. But every time somebody in the house or somebody says something to you, I'm broke, we have no money, we can't afford that. But instead of saying that,
though. Yeah,
you have to, I explain to my children, I said, the money we have is to do this. I cannot use it to do what you're saying. And when a friend says to you, can you lend me $1,000? Hey, the money I have is allocated for something else.
Mm-hmm. Just like you said, harness
your money.
Yeah.
When you harness your money and you put it in place and you have a tiny savings here, a tiny savings here, if there comes a hiccup, you do not have to use a credit card.
That's a painful one too.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, it's a painful feeling. The car accident.
Yeah.
Like my son got the fender bender.
Yeah.
$3,000. Mm-hmm. Lucky, he had the money. You don't have to use credit cards.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because $1,000, those of you who have, hold on, I'm going to see if I can bring that.
Okay.
If you have a credit card and you have a balance, so I use a credit card to shop because I want the points, right?
Yes, I love points. I love points.
So somewhere on this credit card, it will tell me, and in tiny prints, that if you only pay the minimum amount, it's the law. Okay, listen to this.
Yes.
My credit card has a balance of $1,086 because I use it to buy everything to get points. So the bill comes, I pay it off anyway. As it says, time to pay. Listen to the word. Tiny print. They don't want you to know that, but the government insists it's on the credit card, on the bill. At your current rates of interest, if you make only your minimum payment by this due date each month, it will take you approximately, get ready, $1,086, approximately 27 years and 6 months to repay the statement balance shown on this statement. The minimum payment they want me to give
26 years?
Yes, 27 years and 6 months. It's right there.
That's
Look at your
crazy.
statement. You can get it online. I just happen to save this one because I have to teach this thing. So I save up people.
Yeah, wow, right?
$1,086. That is all.
Yeah.
And if the minimum they're asking for is $23.89, if that is all I pay every month, it will take me 27 years and 6 months to repay this amount.
That's just too much.
By then, my bones would be making trumpets for the angels in heaven.
But still, you have to keep making a payment.
Yeah, while I'm in heaven.
Yeah.
So that is what you must remember. Know your numbers. Control, harness your money. Put it here. Don't use budget. That is a word that is limiting and stifling and suffocating. It just tells you what you cannot do. Sustainable financial spending plan puts you first. Even if all you can save is $10 a pay, you're still the first thing on that list. Before mortgage, before everything else. It does not have to be the same, but the little that you put there is important. Because it makes you say you value yourself. And when there becomes a financial hiccup, do not stop your savings. Stop your expenses on other things. Cut down everywhere else, but do not cut down on your savings. Shop from your freezer. Shop from your
house search.
Your pantry. Before you go shopping, know what you already have so you can manage what it is that you need to do to have a fantastic emotional feeling. Okay?
Yes. Thank you so much, Tessa. Great tips. Great tips.
So Dawn has left. She's going to work. I know that. And Kia said great tips. And I will take 600 years if you pay minimum balance. It will take 600 years.
Yeah, it feels like 600 years.
Yeah, it can do that too. I don't have a debit card. I would be dangerous with one. Well, yeah, and I'm glad you know that. I'm glad that you know that. So that is important. If you know your weakness, then you need to avoid what it is that will take you over the bend.
Yes.
So,
and then
let me just say goodbye to all of you wonderful people.
Thank you so much for
Laura,
staying with
Nancy,
us,
Maria, Angelina,
us.
Ezra, Marina, Ryan, Rai, Lynn. Thank you so much for coming today. It is an honor and a privilege to have been here with you guys today. So it was a financial self-care. Let us know what you think. DM us, send us a message, and just say what you got from there. Yeah. We need to know if we're going the right way.
Yes, and share this video or put a comment.
Yeah.
We love to hear from you guys too.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, and have an amazing, fantastic Sunday. All right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Tessa.
Have fun. Thank you, everyone. Thanks, Yuko. Thanks, Marina, everybody. Bye-bye.